Folks, it is 1986. Peter Shilton's just had his pants pulled down in front of the entire world. Twice. Thus beginning his villain arc. A little bit of a minor boo-boo involving a nuclear reactor in Ukraine, I believe. And also, the Class 87 was just fucking barreling up and down the West Coast main line, and that's what we're going to focus on today. How's it going, folks? Welcome in Lep, Eagles, Gundy, Knights, Oathkeeper. How are we all doing? Yeah, Diego's running wild in Mexico. So today's song theme, if you haven't guessed already, is 1986, which is around the sort of time when my taste in music starts sort of waning off a little bit. But some fantastic tunes going on. Hopefully got about a couple of hours worth of them. I'm probably only going to be on for like a couple of hours at most, I would have thought, so it'll be alright. And we're going to do, you can see up there, West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle, as always. It does say, or it should say, because I've ticked the box, but this is branded content. They've given me the key for this DLC for free. They have no editorial control over anything that I say or do. As always, that means I can say poo and tits and stuff like that, and it's generally fine. Yeah, I'm not paid to be nice or anything like that. I will admit, when I was trying this out earlier, a couple of days ago, I did have a problem with it. I'll get into that though. Not a major problem, I don't think, but we'll see. Just a little bit of one, but you know, nothing's perfect. How are we all doing? We good? Doing okay? God is good. You? I'm doing alright, thanks. Yeah, I'm not too bad. It's a lovely, it's not a sunny day in the slightest, actually. It's actually pretty crap. So, whatever. Be fine. Nerdmo. Welcome in, mate. How's it going? Should we get to it? Let's get into it, shall we? Is the music too? Oh, you won't be able to tell at the moment, will you? Ignore that. So we're going to do two routes today. Well, it's in the same route, okay? First, we're going to go into Class 87, and then we're going to do this one, Air to London Euston. So we're going to go from Carlisle down to Preston. I don't think it stops anywhere though, but we're going to take it basically all the way down to Preston down there, and then we're going to hop into Class 142, which, as you all know, is my favourite. God, there's a lot of skins, isn't there? And then we're going to do a little short one. We're going to go from, I think we're going to go, it's Lancaster to Morecambe, if I can find, I think it's that one. Lancaster to Morecambe, and then we're going to stop in Morecambe. Are these long trips? So the Class 87 is, this route, the Preston to Carlisle route, is the longest UK route that's been released for this game, or any train sim world. It's coming up to about 100 miles, I think. Roughly. I think it might be just a bit under that. But it'll take an hour 5, because I don't think we stop anywhere. But we'll be barreling down there, full speed ahead. So let's get some light clouds going. Let's go for a little bit earlier, actually. Let's go for like September. Bit of light cloud as well. Saw your notification. Happy early birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, my birthday's on Friday. I almost said that to remind myself, because I honestly keep forgetting, as stupid as that sounds. I'm at that age now where I'm like, really? It's come by this quick again? When I would have loved that when I was about 10. But now, not so much. Because I can never fucking think of anything I want for my birthday is the problem. Gets to November and people go, what do you want for your birthday? I don't fucking know. Look at this. Walk this way. So there's some really fucking great tunes from 1986. Here we go, folks. So I have done a little bit of training with this so far, if you'll pardon the pun. So let me just double check and make sure everything is set up. It has been a few days, so you might have to give me a minute. Master switch needs to be... Master key switch needs to be on. That needs to be set to forward. So you've got this big power controller, and you've also got a train brake and locomotive brake. Lovely horn if you want to hear this. That's incredibly quiet, folks. I'll turn that up for you. Just give me it's 10%, that's why. Should we try 60? Give it a go. This is an electric train, so is that... No, it's going to be too loud, isn't it? Oathkeeper, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Enjoy yourself. Folks, is that too loud? That's probably okay, isn't it? Ooh, I'm a little bit... Am I okay on the thing? Because OBS is not liking it. I'll tell you what I'll do. It seems okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just in case, I'll whip this down to 150. 150. There we go. Should be a little bit better now. Yeah, Martha. So we've got a minute for me to figure out everything on this. So the way that this works, and I'll get into it a bit later, is a little bit different. Put the camp light on. Why not? We'll set up AWS and DSD, and DFS, and MVP and all that sort of thing. Get the train heat on. The people in the thing. I don't think we need to put pantograph up or anything like that. I think it should just be fine. We might need to put the pantograph up. Possibly. Give it a go. 30 seconds. Here we go. But the cleaning of a house, it never ends. Yeah, I know. Hate it. Duct tape on the switches seems dodgy. It's just what it was like back in the day. Back in the day. This power controller is actually very interesting. Some people will not think it's very interesting. I think it's actually really boring. But it doesn't work in the same way that any other train that I've controlled in this works. And I'll try and explain it when we set off, if I can remember it. It's a little bit of a funny one. So let's lock the old doors. Lovely stuff. And let's... So I believe you've got to hold the... I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe you don't have to do that. So you've got, instead of it going like power 1, power 2, power 3, for example, or like a percentage, it goes off, run down, notch down, hold, notch up. And then there's one after that as well. We're not moving. My fault, everyone. I forgot. There we go, folks. We're moving. Isn't that nice? I'll take you through the systems in this in a bit. From my understanding, which is not the understanding of someone who is particularly knowledgeable or skilled at this game. Oh, Merton, what's your favourite song? Once we properly get going, I'll come back to check, because this is... So literally we've got one stop and it's Preston, so the entire way we're just barreling down here, which is good. We want that. So let's power up a little bit. So there's a setting called Run Up. And I don't know if you can see this at the sort of there. You've got the speedometer and all that sort of thing. And you can see there's a little yellow bar. And then there's like a thing at the top of it that's like... red. It's got like some little red stripes in it. And basically, the way that it's almost, from my from my knowledge, which not great, but it's almost like revving it almost. So it's difficult to explain. But once we get into the 75 bit, we'll just barrel forward. I'll catch up on chat and then I can explain it, because it's a weird one. That's a tiny bug, by the way. The outdoor cam thing defaults to being at the back of the train, which I don't quite understand. Right, so we'll notch up, we'll run up, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to really barrel down here in a second. This can pick up some serious speed. It gets to about 100 and 100 and something I think this can go to. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Seen a very good Blue Sky post. Apologies for the wall of text, but it's good stuff. This is probably why part of everyone on Blue Sky is 38 years old. 38 years old. Year-olds, sorry. And basically the only people who consider it totally normal to flee a sinking ship and then just casually resume the conversation on the tropical island they end up on. They've outlived dozens of ships. Yeah, I was saying this to Nerdmo yesterday about, like, you know, we people managed to ditch MySpace and Bebo and stuff like that, no problem. So I don't really see why Twitter should be any different. Just forgive me while I run up a little bit more. I just have to keep an eye on this bar that over there, which is currently green, but you can see it's going up. I don't want it to hit that red bit. There we go. How are the levels, everyone? Are they good? Could anything be turned up or down? What's the scary looking node left of the window? White box, round black thing with the yellow spikes. That is the AWS. So this is, it's called, I think it's called like a little sunflower, I believe it's called. And it's basically, it's to do with, I'm not going to be able to explain it very well. It's something to do with magnets on the lines whenever you pass a signal. If you pass a signal that... Oh, I don't want to say anything in case I'm wrong and some train guy gets really annoyed with me. Look at the swaying as well, I like that, it's nice. That, you see that little dinging? That means that we've passed a magnet and it's fine, we don't have to take any action. If we pass one of those magnets and the signal is anything but green, that will light up. And then I've got to press... I'm not sure where the button is in here, but it's Q on my keyboard, which is the AWS acknowledgement. It's that one there, which will reset that. And it looks like a little sunflower when it lights up. Oh, this is really nice actually. We're really fucking barreling down here, aren't we? I'm liking the... Are we liking the camera sway? I can turn that down a bit. I can turn it down if we don't want it. I think it's on like a lot at the moment. I never know which setting it's in. It's not in any of those. Is it HUD in gameplay? Yeah. So we can turn that down to 100 if you want. Which is what I used to have it on. There we go. That a little bit better. Right. Let's see what people are saying. Best version of this was Nerd Mode? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When we get Ship Simulator, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be good, actually. I think I'd like that. Did you see Pep after the game? I didn't. I did see the score, though. I had a good laugh at that. I didn't see Pep after the game, though. Why? Was he doing that thing where he talks to opposition players? Because he does that, and it really fucking annoys me. Bonking Simulator, very good Nerd Mode. No, not Leopard. Very droll game. Good stuff. Real headline, Manchester City lose 3-3 to Feyenoord in the Champions League. Good. It's true. It basically was a loss, wasn't it? Had a cut of his nose and bruises all over his head. Claimed it was caused by a loose fingernail. What, a bruise? Really? Let's see if we can move this camera to the front of the train. I don't think I can. Little bit of a bug. Oh, we need to turn the train down a little bit. Oh no, we don't in a minute. We're going a little bit fast at the moment, but we're going to speed up in a second, so it's fine. We'll just hold that down to release. And then we go up to 110 miles an hour, everyone, which is probably the fastest we've been in the UK. It's pretty good. Multiple bruises, like someone had him in a headlock. Good stuff, I like that. Hiya, Gwyn, how's it going? Oh, good, you're live. I was about to send you a weird voice note. Well, you can still send it, Gwyn. I can share with the class if you'd like me to. What are you talking about, Lep? You odd little man. So a little bit of background on this route, by the way. I do have, well, I don't have to talk about this. I know I'm talking about this a little bit. So this is made by a company called Just Trains, who have made, I think, just one route previously to this, which was the Blackpool, the Preston Blackpool route that we did, well, about a month ago now, which was really good, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that one. It's the same people that have made that. They've spent the past year making this route, a whole year. One thing that I think people don't seem to quite understand with this game, and I kind of get it to an extent, is when they see a DLC. So this DLC, I think it's $32.99, which is quite a lot for a DLC. When you take into account, like, I don't know, DLCs being like $8.99 or something normally, depending on what it is. But what you've got to remember is a lot of the routes for this game are made by third-party developers, not Dovetail. Which means concurrently there are multiple DLCs being worked on by different teams of people. So this DLC has been worked on for a whole year by the Just Trains folks, which is why it's the price that it is. Which I think for a year's work, $32.99. When it comes out as well, obviously it'll go on sale at times and stuff. It's not really that bad. I think it's quite easy to sort of look at it and be like, you know, oh, this game has like 6 or 7 DLCs a year, and they're all like 30 quid, but they're all being made by different companies, so it doesn't quite work in the way that a normal games DLC would work, if that makes sense. Just thought I'd put that out there, because I've seen I always see a lot of comments about the DLCs for this game being quite expensive, and I do get it when you compare it to normal games, but like, the other thing you got to realise is that a lot of people that play this kind of game, they will only play this kind of game, so they don't really have like other games' prices to compare it to. Yeah, it's an unusual one. It's daylight bobbery, if you ask me. What are you talking about? I just literally explained it. Right, okay, my question, if you're being serious, Nerd Mode, for a game for a DLC that a team of people have worked on for a year, how much would you want to pay? Oh, you just wanted to say bobbery? Fine, you're not deliberately trying to argue with me for content? Good. That's good stuff. So, sometimes you can see, related to this AWS thing, if Nightlights you're still here, sometimes in the middle of the trek you'll see like a little rectangle thing that will go over. There's one there, look. That's the magnet. So every time we go over those magnets, it will be a little bell thing like you just heard there, which means you're good. Or it'll be like a sort of more foreboding sound, which is the one that you've got to press the button for. You fully agree? I'm just tired of fighting, mate. So tired. Here we go, look. There you go. There you go. So I hope you've learned something there today. There's another one there, look on that side. You'll give $1. Okay, Gwyn. when they go on sale for $1, I'll let you know. Okay. Magnet train? Not quite, but yeah, it's just a magnet. There's a magnet on the, well, there is a magnet on the train because obviously it's related to the magnet that's on the track, but whatever. I don't quite know the ins and outs of it. You might have to look it up. I'm sorry. So, This system is really odd to me. And I still haven't fully got my head around it, to be honest with you, which is not good for content, really. I should be a lot more informative than this, and I'm not. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who would be informative. Look how fast we're going, by the way. And one thing I like about this is the mix and match of carriages that you've got. I don't know if you can see that, so... Obviously, that's the Class 87, Royal Sovereign. But then we've got like a mix of these different carriages. And I quite like that. It's nice. Is that loud enough? Whoa. Let's go back to the front here, shall we? Like this, right? And then let's do the old... Let's do a... That's nice, isn't it? That's for you there. I think music could be louder or trains could be quieter. The train's really loud in that bit, isn't it? We'll turn the music up a little bit. Sorry, is Steve Winwood high? I love everyone. 1986. I thought it was nobody on one Wednesday, but it seems Nerd has other ideas. I know. It's not nice, is it? I've got enough to deal with already. Right, we're gonna slow down a little bit here because the speed limit goes down to 80. I'm not sure what station this is, but we'll have a look when we go past. A little bit of stuttering there. I have run through this route once, I should say, so most of the hitching should have gone. Oh crap! We can stop. Stop that. Speed up a little bit. My W key's playing up. There's just a big one at the end of the track here pulling the train forwards. Is that correct? Yeah, that's exactly correct then. Yeah. You see this wire that's over the train? That's just pulling us. It's just pulling us. So this is, for anyone who's been here, actually I know this station, it's Penrith. There's Penrith Castle there. Anyone ever been to Penrith? I've been to Penrith. It's quite nice. Probably too young to appreciate it though, to be honest with you. It's a shame. How is the levels now? Is it a little bit better? If there's one to be on, you can bet your bottom dollar we do. I'll be the one up on it. I expected as much. So it's a strange one. So the way the acceleration works in this, I think, is basically... Let's turn it off. So there's there's run down, notch down, hold, notch up, run up. Okay. You're right, mate. Let's say we put it on hold. Okay. Hold means that you will accelerate at the same level that you're currently accelerating at. Okay. Notch up means you will accelerate progressively, slightly, with more power, slightly more power than you were previously. And notch down is the opposite of that. And then run up is like basically full steam ahead, get all the power in. Which is why this, you can see this amp thing at the just down there. When I hold run up, you have to hold run up as well. You can't just like, it's not just a button to press to go to run up. You have to actually keep it held. The default, if I unhold this, it goes back to being notch up. It's a good one. It's It's a strange system, but in terms of the names of them, but actually kind of makes sense. Adam, welcome in, mate. How you doing? Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Penrith sounds Scottish. It does a little bit, doesn't it? But it is the north, so there's a little bit of an overlap, I suppose. I guess. What's the squealiest train you've got? Aside from steam trains, Gwyn, it's probably this. When this train breaks, again, I'm not the expert. This is just something that I learned from watching a preview stream of this. The way the brakes work in this, when the train brakes, it makes this like whining noise, which we'll see presumably when we land in Preston. When we land, you know what I mean. Final countdown, everyone. 1986. I had a ticket to see Europe live, and I left before they came on, because it was a double billing. I left before they came on because I genuinely was just like, I don't want to sit around for an hour just to hear the final countdown. It's not worth it. And I think I made a good decision there. A decent song, but I would not sit and wait an hour for it. Would anyone else? Do you know about this Gifford Shield business? I don't. I don't know what either of those things mean, actually. Unfortunately. Slow down a little bit. I'm with you there? Yeah. Great song. Would not sit for an hour just to hear it being played live. I know it's the band that made the song that would be playing it live, but at the same time, whatever. You know? Name one of the Europe songs. I couldn't, off the top of my head. I couldn't. I do think I know one though, but off the top of my head, no, absolutely not. It's not happening. Exactly, yeah. Here we go. Big news coming in from Where Eagles there. It's big news to someone, I presume. Instagram influencer Sydney Gifford, anyone know who that is? I don't. Is suing Instagram influencer Elisa Shield for copying her style. Don't know who either of those people are. Oh, going too fast. The kicker is the style is just bland pics of things like food mixers sitting on IKEA like furniture. Well, IKEA should sue both of them. That's what should be happening here. I'm a little bit worried that there's a red up ahead. Oh, good, it's fixed. Oh, it doesn't make any sense, you go. It's ridiculous. What? There must be no precedent for that. Surely. When I was in uni, I think I've told you about this. When I was in uni, one of my projects, I had to make a MIDI. Can you hear that whining noise, by the way? That's the braking noise. It stopped now, but I was just used to it. We had to make a MIDI thing in Ableton, like actually program our own like MIDI sounds as part of a project. I think this is in first year, and there's like a list of sample tracks that you could turn into a MIDI thing. And I did the final. I picked the final countdown, and I failed. I had to come back in the summer, in like the middle of July, to redo it because I did that badly in it. I fucking hate Ableton so much. Can you speed up a little bit, please? Here we go. There's no depth. The Warfare is not prepared to plummet. Yeah. Why are we still braking here? Oh, we're not. It's just because we're going up a hill. Shout out to MIDI, one of the best to ever do it, yeah. Absolutely. I can tell you a thing or two about manually programming MIDI. Thing one, it takes fucking ages. Thing two is fun. Not programming MIDI, forgive me, Nerbo. The MIDI file was supplied to us. We had to program, like, the sounds that the MIDI would make. So, like, program a sound bank, which is not fun. I will see if I can play it to you at some point. I've still got it on my PC. It is the funniest thing ever. It's all like wildly out of tune and half the things are just missing. But it is funny. Just play the original song. Yeah, just grow up. Grow up. You like Ableton? I hate Ableton so much. I really don't like Ableton. It's just such a horrible UI. It's just such a miserable bit of kit to use, I feel. More like an Ableton, yeah. I could never get, I don't know what it is about it, I could just never get my head around it. It's a strange one. Yeah. So 1986, everyone. This is when this was set. I've not just picked that year arbitrarily. 1986, West End Girls, Pet Shop Boys, and so on. What were people doing in 1986? Nerd, I imagine you were like chimney sweeping or something like that. I imagine E-Girls was just like doing something like in a distant rainforest in Borneo or something like that. Watching the World Cup at AJ. Oh, okay. Well, I was close. I was close. I wasn't far off. Gags are trickling in now. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. You were being born. Lepers breakdancing. Pretending to be Diego doing the handball. Was that the thing that people did in like the school playground? They pretended to do the handball. I love that. It's great. Of course. I really like that. So I feel sorry for the kids who had to pretend to be Peter Shilton, though. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Probably got the same size arms, mind you. So they're halfway there. Where's this then? Because that showed up as a little, like, location on the map. Can I check this? What was this? It's Shap Summit, everyone. It's Shap Summit. Oh no. Speed limit's gone off a bit. God, it's gorgeous around here. Sorry, let me just show you this. Look at that. That's the north for you, innit? Shap Summit, very good let. Yeah, good stuff. You're 39 eternally, yeah. Was 1986 39 years ago? It was, wasn't it? Well, nearly, it's 30, it would have been 38 years ago. Nearly 39 years ago. Looks like a DayZ map. I'm not familiar nights, unfortunately. So I couldn't possibly say. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? All the little sheep and stuff though, as well. Lovely dry stone walls. It's nice, isn't it? Lovely little part of the world, this. Let's break a little bit, actually. Can you hear this, like, really high-pitched whine that comes in when I put the brakes on? It sounds almost like a whistle. Did I change the, has this got one? Oh, I don't know if it has got one. I was going to say the thing on the front that tells you where we're going, but I don't think it's got one. No, it hasn't. Never mind, that's fine. Back in this time, the driver would have a blem whilst chugging along here. I don't know what that means there, but I've forgotten. You said blem in the last stream, and I've already forgotten what it means. I'm sorry. Isn't that gorgeous? Should we get a nice... Should we try this? In fact, let's do that instead, because it means I'd have to zoom in for so long. Get a little photo mode shot in. A blem can be a cigarette, I see. I don't know where the best place to take a shot would be, like that, maybe? Probably would be nicer without these big pylons in, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Also, can't seem to... Oh, no, I can, look. I just want to get a really nice... But I want to get the train, yeah, like that. I've been mucking about with the photo mode in this. I'm a big fan of it. I want to get... You see the end of the train on the right? I want to be getting that out of shot. Because then it looks like the train is far longer than it actually is, and I like that. It's a nice touch. Depth of field. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Oh, is it because the focal point? Yeah. I've never really mucked about with the focal point stuff, so I don't know how it works. We'll just keep depth of field full, it's fine. We'll rotate this a little bit, like that. Maybe about 46%. 48%? Yeah. Go to about that. Get some motion. Do we need motion blur on, or no, let's not. Turn the exposure, get some saturation. Let's make a YouTube thumbnail of it. I've already made a YouTube thumbnail for this, actually. It's not this, it's just a photo of it in Carlisle. Unless I decide to change it, in which case. Get a sepia effect, some grain. Should we go for maybe like a... Possibly more of a sunset-y kind of thing? Like that? Oh. How dark is 6 PM? Oh, that's a bit too dark. It's nice, but it's a little bit too dark. So what if I do this? Like that. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? The amount of clouds? Like that. Maybe a little bit of wetness would be quite good, actually. I'll catch up on chat in a moment. I'm really fucking engrossed in this, I'm sorry. What about that? I would like that tree in front of us to not be there, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Right. I just finished reading up on that TikTok influencer lawsuit. It's funny because she did copy that other woman's style down to every less detail. Trouble is that the detail is just forgettable beige circles and cheap Amazon shoes. But you can't copyright that though, surely. It's not, you can't, if there's no copyright for it, then it's just, it doesn't make it, it's like if a streamer had a particular, like, thing on their stream, like, oh, I don't know, doing Deal or No Deal with people in chat, and then someone else does it. You can't fucking sue them for that. I'll take a look at it, Eagles, thanks. Oh, I'll read that one later. Well, this is taking 6 hours to upload onto YouTube. Look at that big mountain up ahead, isn't that nice? The noise that makes. Look at that. That's the north for you. You don't get that in the south. You don't get that in the south, do you? You went in ready to get it either than the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I would not be. It's not something I would take sides in personally. Just so I don't care. It's probably not even worth wasting money on, is it? Really? What do I know? What do I know? Why am I? Oh, there. Yeah, it's because we're 90 mile an hour limit soon. That's fine. We'll say at this speed. Doesn't matter if it's Shield or Gifford who bids you to buy your throw pillow. Amazon gets paid either way. Yeah, I imagine Amazon's having a right laugh with it. Nice. Some really nice opportunities for photo mode around here. If I could just get a shot without like these pylon things in, which is not going to be possible because it's an electrified route. It'd be gorgeous. I wonder if I can just do like this kind of thing. It's not bad, is it? I don't know why the rotation's still at 48%. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, something like that, maybe? Isn't that nice? You could probably let's have a look. Anyone seen the music video for this with Chevy chasing? Oh, prick. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, look at that, though. Do we want to get a motion blur on this? I feel like I probably don't. Because I think the background is like one of the big things in this. I want to get as much background in as possible. Even have the same tattoo. That's hilarious. They should just be twins. They should be using. They shouldn't be like having a go at each other. They should be having a nice time together, you know? Ooh. September week. October week 1 at 5 PM. I think might be the sweet spot. I like the wetness. I think it adds a little... Just makes it look a little bit more northern, doesn't it? Should we go for that? It's nice, isn't it? Sorry. I really like the photo mode in this. What unique streaming things would I sue someone for? I mean, nothing, because I don't care that much, but hypothetically, I really don't know. I don't know. If someone played Planet Zoo and made a bit in Planet Zoo called the smoking bit, I probably wouldn't be happy. And passed it off as their own thing. I wouldn't be happy. I feel like that's probably one of my only like USPs is the smoking bit. You copyrighted Bald and Cozy, so hands off, folks. Yeah. But I'm not taking that anytime soon. Don't worry about it. Probably Gwyn for talking backwards. Yeah. Maybe. I just do that as a joke, though, Gwyn. At the end of the court case, I just be like, oh, I was just joking. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What if Lep stole Momis? Well, Lep came up with Momis. I shouldn't say that, because if someone did steal Momis and I took them to court, they could use that as evidence that I didn't come up with it. I came up with it. Lep said it though, but it was in my chat. Anything anyone says in this chat is I own it. Right? That's how it works. That's how it should work. What road is this, folks? Is it the M1? It's not the M1. What the hell am I talking about? What if someone started calling themselves Swissney? Well, someone fucking did that on TikTok, which is what made me want to change my username in the first place. Let's run up a little bit. Can't be a birthday soon if it's 2 whole days before your birthday, mate. Tall nerd, welcome in. I'm just using your playbook. Have I done it too soon? Have I done it too close to my birthday? Is that the problem? Is that the problem that you've got, Tall Nerd? I'm sorry if it is. It should have been yesterday, shouldn't it? Here we go. God, the swaying is a little bit... It's a little bit much, isn't it? I'm not sure how I feel about it. Freeze the sweet spot, yeah. How are you doing, TN? You good? It belongs to Amazon? Yeah, it probably does actually. I'll take Amazon off, it's fine. What have I got to lose? Sorry, it's just going a little bit too fast for my liking. Because we're going downhill very slowly. Still got half an hour of this route to go, by the way. It's a long one. We're about halfway through it. 42 miles away. I didn't see what it said at the start as to how long it was. Forgive me. That's my fault. Working today, hoping this stream has the same magical productivity effect they had on me last week. I hope so too, TN. I won't be on for that long though. Well, I'll be on. I'm going to do this route and then I'm going to do a shorter route, which only takes like probably like 20 minutes. So I'll be on for like another hour at most, I would imagine. Let's turn the music up a bit. No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I didn't know this was 1986. I thought this was a few years after that. Didn't realise this was so early. They've done that. Please make it a 7-hour one. No can do, Tall Nerd, I'm afraid. No can do. You're going to have to find some other inspiration, I'm afraid. By the way, everyone, in City Skylines 2 news, Joel sent me something this morning. They've released a UK asset pack, which has like UK houses and UK terraced houses and stuff like that in it. So if I ever go back to Chindley, I'm going to have to do a whole stream of me removing all the houses and replacing them with UK ones. Which will be a good laugh. Got to do that today. No can do nightlights, I haven't got the time. I haven't got the time. I haven't got all the time in the world, unfortunately. The last couple of days I've been really productive. I've been taking loads of clips off Twitch. I've still not done with it yet, actually. Taking clips off Twitch and then putting them on YouTube as shorts. You're going to get one a week. One a week. And I think I've got them going until like August now. Next August. So there's a lot of them. Ones that I completely forgotten about as well. Got loads of time, mate. You're a young man. I'm not as young as you think I am. I'm not as young as you think I am. Time's running out. Big time. Unfortunately. I might get a call today, everyone. I have to put my phone on vibrate. I've been mucked about by a hospital, which has really pissed me off. So they're going to call me. They gave me a thing to fill out, right? And it's a list of locations that I can go to for an appointment. And I think that I say a list. There was 3 locations that I could pick. 2 of them are really close to me. And then one of them is just like completely unmanageable to get to unless I get a taxi, which will cost like 30 quid. So naturally I picked one of the ones that was close to me. 6 weeks later, I found out that they booked me in at the one that I can't get to without consulting me about it. So now I have to say to them, I can't get there. Where's this? Oxenholme. The Kendal and Windermere down there, by the way. Kendal mint cake, anyone? Anyone ever had Kendal mint cake before? I've not. Anyway, back to the story that was really engrossing. So I'm now having to be put back to the start of the waiting list. Because they're fucking stupid. Which I'm not thrilled about, but... What? Doing something cool later today? Probably not. Probably just doing some more video editing. I say video editing. Very loose terms. I was tempted. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I reinstalled TikTok briefly just to put a short on there, just to see how it would do. Just to see how it would do. Because I stopped using TikTok because it's generally not very good for that kind of stuff. I think YouTube Shorts is better for like Twitch clips. It was pointless. I deleted it after like 12 hours because it got like one mic. So yeah, TikTok's being binned from me officially. So I'm just putting them on YouTube. Here's what it is. I think You're the Voice is set for a big comeback. I hope not. I don't think it's a good song. It's just very 80s. I don't listen to this for fun. It's very much a chore. It's a job to listen to this song for me. Hiya Joel, welcome in. How you doing? I was just talking about you. Not in a bad way. We were just talking about the City Skylines UK asset pack thing. I'm just having a look at these. There's probably some of these things that I could switch on actually. Probably need to switch like markers on and stuff. Probably cab here as well. I don't want to demister on. Plucking brake? Probably should have looked at this stuff earlier. There's probably some switches back there as well that I can muck about with, but I'm not going to do that. I think you can go into the engine room. When we're done, we might do that. I think you can go into the engine room and like have a look around and so I think there's a toilet in there. I think it's the first toilet in Train Sim World. You can't use it, but it's there. Has TikTok pivoted to a full-on shopping site yet? I don't know. I do not use TikTok. I've not used TikTok for about probably about 18 months. I've not been on TikTok before I went on it the other day. But I didn't like look at posts or anything like that. I just posted something, turned it off, came back 12 hours later to see that it was just like a fart in a hurricane. So I just got rid of it. It's utterly pointless. Utterly pointless. I'm surprised that out of all the platforms, YouTube Shorts is probably the best one for them. Instagram Reels is also crap. I've not used Instagram for a long time now. Same problem as TikTok. YouTube Shorts is not so bad. But the thing with YouTube Shorts that you can do is you can associate. If you post a short, you can have a related video for it. You know what I mean? You can have a related video for it. Which means you can actually I can link to the VOD that specific clip is from, which is very helpful. So if there's a clip from a specific VOD and someone's like, oh, I would like to watch more of that, it's not going to happen. But on the off chance it does, I can say, actually, here's the VOD for it, and it just comes up, like, for them, which is pretty good. So, yeah. Gonna give it a go soon. You'll have to let me know how... Try that one again. You'll have to let me know how it is. I was saying, Joel, I'm gonna have to slowly remove all the houses. You remember suburbia hell? I'm going to have to remove all the low density houses from there and put the UK ones in to slowly replace them over the course of however long. I've not played that city offline at all, apart from I did a little bit of tinkering with the big roundabout in the middle that kept having traffic jams on it. I switched some of the lane. There was no lane priorities, so people that were on the roundabout were yielding for people that were coming onto the roundabout, because it wasn't classed as a roundabout, it was just classed as a highway that was in a circle. Really stupid, I know. But I could, with the traffic mod, I could change the lane priority. So everyone on the roundabout already has priority, which is nice. It's cleared it up big time. 80s Genesis music, very good nerd mode. I like it. I like it. That's what we're here for. Anything planned for Friday? No. I don't even want it to exist. I just like to sleep through Friday, to be honest with you. I think that'd be really nice. Couldn't do TikTok, so much stuff all over the screen. Yeah, it's just a big trap, isn't it? It's just a big attention trap. Yeah, it's poison. It's not good at all. I owe it. I was going to say I owe it a lot for that one Disney video that it decided to promote, which it still does, by the way. If I ever go on TikTok, any likes that I've got are from that one fucking video still. Nearly 3 years later. But yeah, I just don't like it. It's just not a good platform. Those modular lists are great, they don't get in the way and feel very much like they're part of the game. Exactly, that's why I like them so much. They've definitely learned, the people who've made those mods have definitely learned from the first game, which had those mods, but they were a little bit, they weren't perfect. Like UI-wise and all that sort of thing. I think with a fresh start, they've managed to do it really well. For Skylines 2. Skylines 2, by the way, is like 15 quid on CD keys now. For anyone interested. I know it's on Game Pass, but if you're not on Game Pass, on Steam it's like $41.99 or something like that. This is where is this actually? Let's have a look. This is Carnforth. If anyone's ever been there, have you? I've not. There's a game out called Beth Jesus Simulator. Is it good? I can't imagine it being good. Let's have a look. God, it's just another shop simulator. It's so... What has gone on? Is 2024 the year of supermarket simulators or shop simulators? There's so many of them. Remember a couple of years ago it was the year of... Animal Crossing rip-offs. This year's the year of the supermarket sim. Or the shop sim. There's so many of them, because chumps like me and you get them. Well, I bought TCG Card Shop Sim. That's the only one that I've paid for. I think. It's been the year of the card game, yeah. Don't know what last year was. Didn't really play anything last year. Supermarket Together, which is a free online supermarket sim. That's the other one I've played. Tall Nerd, yeah, it's the other one that I've played. Yeah, I think that is his name. Balatro, the Dungeons and Crap. The Dungeons and Crap. Yeah, and also you can play. I've seen people posting like screenshots of Pokemon TCG. You can play that online now or something. I don't know if it costs actual money or not. I have no idea, but that's a thing, it seems. Oh, I was going to say can we notch up, but it goes down to 75 in a second, so let's not do that. One of them adds Dale Winton, I'll get that would be good. The Ghost of Dale Winton. Be nice, wouldn't it? My OBS, are we still fine, by the way? Because my OBS is not happy. It's saying no drop frames, but I'm just double checking because we need to fucking break. There's a little bit of stuttering in the game as well. There we go. That'll do. That'll do us. There we go. What you know? What's good? Bingle Bingle. It's bilateral, but roulette. I do like roulette. Well, I say that I've never played an actual game of roulette, but hypothetically. What's the statute of limitations on Dale Winton's image rights post-death? At what point does he become public domain? 75. 75 years. God, that I just had a horrible thought that at some point I'm going to be public domain. I don't like that. So we're approaching, I believe, everyone. This is Lancaster. Anyone's ever been there? There's a big castle there, I assume? Or a church or something like that? Or both? I think that's a castle. I've never been to Lancaster. I couldn't tell you if it's any good or not, I'm sorry. Some nice houses and stuff though. A big, like, is that a gasworks or something? Bingle Bangle from In the Night Garden. Does sound like an In the Night Garden character. Oh, Bingle Bingle, sorry, I keep saying Bingle Bangle. You know why? It's because I really wanted to do some sort of jingle jangle jingle joke. I couldn't figure it out though. I've got Spurs that bingle bangle bingle. Yeah, no, I don't know. There's something there. There's a substance. Ooh, that was me. That's my fault. Going back up to 110 miles an hour just for the last 20 miles of this. Wouldn't it be so funny after all of this that I just completely missed the stop? That would be funny. I have to say, by the way, you've done a very impressive markdown post. Probably the most impressive I've seen. I love markdown. For those who don't know, Eagles told me, well, was talking about, there's like a tweet deck thing for Blue Sky, but you can do markdown on it. So, instead of posting a link and it just being like a link that you see, you can, you know, markdown. I'm just saying this in case some people don't know what markdown is. I know there's someone that probably does know what markdown is who's going, why are you explaining this? Everyone knows what markdown is. You probably don't. So let me just give me a minute. You know, so you can click, you can have the text that says like this link, and then those two words are the link that you click on for whatever website you want to go to. I love it. I use it on my in some of my like article things on my website. I find Markdown is a really good opportunity. It opens up a whole new avenue for jokes. There's so many jokes that you can do with Markdown that you can't do otherwise. Because it just doesn't work. You can't, you know, you could type the thing that you wanted to type and then put the link next to it, but it's not as funny as if you just click on the link and then the punchline is there. Didn't know that was a technical term for it. That's fair. That's fair. I always, I never knew what the difference was between markup and markdown, because I always mixed them up. I'm not that much of an expert that I can tell the difference between those two things, but I assume there is a difference. It's one of those things that markdown was used on, like, I think Tumblr might have been able to let you use markdown and stuff. I wouldn't say it's old school, but it's definitely not something you normally see on social media. Yeah, Tumblr, Reddit as well. Yeah, Reddit has it. Not typically the sort of thing you'd see on, like, you don't see it on Twitter, or I don't think you see it on Facebook. You can do it on Twitch in the description. So if you look if you're on desktop, you can see my about page, or the about thing. It will say, like, I think I've got a section called, like, links, and it will say the word Blue Sky, but it's got a link to my Blue Sky profile. That's markdown. And it's very easy once you figure out how it's formatted. And actually on Blue Sky and some places where you can do it, it's actually a lot easier, because what you can do is you can highlight the text that you want to turn into markdown, and then you copy. What you do is you highlight the text, and then you Control-V the link that you want to put in, and then it will just do the markdown for you. So you don't have to type all that. You don't have to go to the start of it and do the brackets and all that sort of thing. You can just highlight the text, paste the link, and it just does it for you. That's my big tip for anyone who didn't know that. You save a lot of time, especially if you're putting markdown in a lot of different things. Yeah, I love markdown. I'm a big fan of markdown. The amount of, if you want to subject yourself to it, you go to my website and look at one of my articles about anything. I guarantee there's 2 or 3 jokes that I make in it that I could not effectively make without markdown. It just wouldn't be possible. It just wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be funny though. It's just so much neater as well. Yeah, it's so much nicer. Sometimes having a link is nice. You know, if I'm going live on Twitch, for example, having, like, twitch.tv/BapyCal, like, as a link in the thing is quite nice. But for a thing like that where the link is important. But if you're linking, like, a YouTube playlist where it's literally just, like, youtube.com/playlist $equals and then about 16 letters and numbers. It's ugly. No one wants to see that. For some reason, YouTube doesn't shorten playlist URLs. It can shorten video URLs, so that youtube.be thing, but you can't shorten playlist URLs. So with any playlist URLs, it's nice to just put it in Markdown. And the good thing about the Markdown on Blue Sky is that the link won't affect your character limit. So if you've got 1 character left and you want to put a link in, you can just type in 1 character and then have Markdown for that 1 character to link it to something. And you'd be able to do it, which is nice. Sorry, it is stuttering a little bit, isn't it? It's not great. It does happen sometimes, unfortunately. Seems to be, I think it's an Unreal thing. Is it Unreal? Sorry, I wasn't tabbed in. It scared me then. I think it's an Unreal thing. Yeah. Sorry, let me catch my chat. I'm just wary that I've got 8 miles left, sorry. I don't want to overrun this at all. We're fine for now, though. It's fine. We can just roll down here. Nightlight says, not to put you on the spot, but I'm curious. A couple of posts made on there would recently would suggest that you're back streaming. Yeah. I mean, I'm streaming now. I'm not, I'm not doing anything, like, properly, if that's what you mean. It's just that I'm comparing that to the time when I took, like, 10 months between streams. Whereas now, maybe they're closer to, like... I don't know how you'd average it out over the course of this year, but, like... you know, last week I did, like... Or the week before I did, like, quite a few. And then I'm doing, like, one every... I don't know. I could end the stream today and not come back on until next June. So I wouldn't read into it too much. Eddie Money, what name? Was he legally christened as Eddie Money? Let's have a look. I think he might have been. No, he was not. I mean, he is literally called Eddie Money now, but he was, well, he's dead now. But he was born Mahoney, which isn't as interesting. So I can see why he's done that. Well, bang was marked down in. Yeah, go on, mate. Nice. Nerdbug says, sounds like a good way to subvert the legal restrictions on comedy. Yeah, it's like the putting links in Markdown is like the speakeasy of comedy, if that makes... What the hell am I talking about? Let's run up quite a bit before this finishes. Lovely stuff. Alright, Partridge. Yeah, thanks. There was a problem with this, and I did say it at the start of the stream actually, and I said I'd mention it. So, in the interest of fairness, I will mention it. When I was doing the first run through of this, I always sit as a passenger on a train and just leave it running, so it does the route through and it removes a lot of the hitching. I think it was the 1322 from Preston up to Carlisle that I took, and it gets stuck at a signal about halfway through for about 25 minutes, which is not great. So I think there's a bit of a timetable problem there. But that's the only thing that I found, really. The other thing that I found is that the train driver was sat at the wrong end of the locomotive, which was a bit of a funny one. Right, we need to slow down big time. Not that big time, just like that. That's fine. We could have been anything we wanted to be. Anything. Yeah, sound top like Mr. Bean. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? On a train. Imagine all the bugs you'd eat. You hear that whirring sound? It's nice, isn't it? What achievement did I just get? Route Explorer. Nice. I drove for 87 miles. Jesus. We do not have to... We're going to be late for this, by the way, but I don't care. I think it's because it took me a minute to start up the... It took me a minute to start up the train, didn't it? One thing I do miss about Twitter is Joel's pep tweet. Joel, you might have to make an account on Blue Sky and just post that one picture and that's it. I think that'd be... Ooh. lovely noise, wasn't it? Right, let's see if we can nail this. It's a compelling argument. Yeah. You see it's lit up now, Knights? Like a little sunflower. Right. I don't know how quickly this train slows down, so let's start here. We need to go down to 35 in a second, so... Yeah, alright mate, chill out. So we're a little bit late, but who cares? It's 1986. We're technically like 40 years early, if you think about it, in a sense. And we're back in Preston, and then what you can do with this, because there's a thing in this called route hopping, is if I wanted to get the train from Preston to Blackpool in this now, for example, which is a different DLC, but I have got it, you can just, you can go to a specific location in it and it'll go, do you want to change route? And you go, yes, and it just like loads up for a bit and then it boots that up. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Who was alive in 1986? Oh no, E-Girls was. Apparently Nerdmo was just being born. Which that blows my mind. That really blows my mind. Nerdmo, you're so much older than I think you are. Right, it stresses me out a little bit, to be honest with you. Oh, please nail this, mate. Please nail this. It'll do. It'll do. Unlock the doors. So do you want to see inside this bit? You can go in here. So you have to crouch as well, which is nice. Nice little touch. Well, here's the engine room, so you can go in here and muck about. There's actually stuff in here that you can... There's, I believe there's buttons and stuff that you can muck about with in here. If we go back to... we might have to go into free roam afterwards, but I believe there's buttons you can muck about with in here. I might be wrong. I think they said there was. Unless I'm just missing them all. Sorry, let me... I've not unlocked the doors, apparently. Oh, I unlocked the wrong set of doors. Sorry, everyone. TN was getting his first job selling those brick phones. Yeah. You'd have been a great brick phone salesman. Tall nerd, I think. In 1986, wagon wheels were full size. Oh god, I can only imagine. Like the size of your head. Oh, there was a button there that I could press, and I've lost it now. You're an inner city yuppie. It's like a fucking American Psycho, you, aren't you? Going on to people about, do you like Huey Lewis and the news? And all that sort of thing. There was a button here. I've missed it though. Never mind. We'll go into free roam once I've locked these doors. Alright, there we go. Thank you. You nailed it, folks. Platinum trophy? Or is that silver? Might be silver, actually. Good stuff, though. 5 yards off. 2 minutes late, but I think it took us 2 minutes to properly set off as well. 90 miles that was. 90-mile route. It's a biggie. Oh, here you go. You can muck about with some of this stuff. Defrosters. Cab and corridor lights. Boiling ring. I don't know what half this stuff means. Train heat. Huey Lewis and the Poohs. I will not hear Huey Lewis slander. I won't stand for it. I'm sorry. Hot plate switch. Perfect for soup. There you go. There it is, everyone. Fucking good thing I got off it, wasn't it? Didn't realise. Oh, that door's open. That shouldn't. Let's just open the doors. Come on. What? Let's open some more doors. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I don't think it's opening any of those doors. Never mind. Well, I got some of them. There we go. Lovely little timetable thing there as well. It's nice. Let's catch up on chat, actually. You know what was a big deal in 1986? Now, you might say, wait a minute, the Tango Ball was introduced in 78. Can't have been that big a deal, but it was. Did it have a bit of a comeback? A bit of a comeback in 1986? Look at this, everyone. You can go to the Traveller's Fair coffee shop and bar. Some guy there. The Journey Fillers. There's one of the castle collectible things. Carlisle Castle. There's also a collectible where you can eat Kendall mint cakes. I don't think there's any in here though, unfortunately. There is something in... Oh, here you go. Here's one. Look. 4 out of 28 mint snacks eaten. It's Ronnie's Cumbrian mint snack, which sounds a little bit like a... Does it? No, it doesn't sound like a euphemism. What the hell am I talking about? So I think if you leave Preston Station, you can actually go out the outside of it. There's some rail tours there if you want to go to Edinburgh with this guy. Tango balls of football, football. Football, mate. It's football. That'll reek of farts out. Lovely. Lovely comment there, actually. Nice. Here you go. You can leave Preston Station. There's little ticket offices and stuff here. You can pick up some leaflets. If you want to go to Leeds. And you can... It's nice. They've done a really good job with the scenery. I think Just Trains have done generally, as a rule, a really good job with the scenery. For this route and the route before it, like really good. One thing about this route, I don't know if it's the same on other routes, but everyone who has a mustache has dyed ginger for some reason. Not quite sure if that was just the style back in the day, or what. Also, everyone seems to have exactly the same haircut. But you can see everyone's got a ginger mustache. Was that a thing in 1986? Look, look at this guy. Cool. Look. Ooh. Nice. Let's upload that one as well. It's been uploaded to Railfan Shots, everyone. So someone on there is going to see that. Well, that's all of your mums. Shut up, Lep. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the main menu. We're going to stay on this route, though, but we're going to do a smaller one. We're going to do like a little one that branches out from Lancaster to Morecambe. Doesn't take long, but I think it's nice. And I've had a little walk around Morecambe in this, and it's really good. It's doing a good job. And it was only good for Hills, Cobbles, and Princess Diana Memorial Tartan. I'm sold. And we're going to do a class 142 little pacer. So Lancaster to Morecambe. Here we go. It's 12. It's a 12-minute job. It's a 12-minute job. But it's fine. Let's go light clouds. Let's go 27th of November. Why not? And also, you can do conductor mode in these trains as well. The one I've just done in this one. If that's your sort of thing. Let's get into the point. Let's get to the point where... Is the playlist running out? There's probably... Nah, there's a good, like, 10 songs left. It's fine. We should be okay. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this train then. So you can see we're in Lancaster here. Just in a little 2-car pacer again. Right, master key on, reverser forward. Got something in my eye. Unrelated to the game. Destination light, let's flick that on. Let's put the cab light on as well for a left. Let's put the cab heater off because it makes a noise. Put the heated screen on though. And lights. We'll just do head, why not? Doesn't really matter, does it? And also we need to change the destination blind to be Morecambe. We don't have to, but I'm gonna. There we go. Oh, you reckon I could wind that back a little bit? Ah, it'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Love the upholstery. Have you seen it in here? Let's see if I can remove this blind. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? Look at all the ginger moustaches. Look at... What is it? It's so stupid. I really don't get why it does that, but I don't know if that's in... It's got to be intentional, hasn't it? Vestibule light on, obviously. Guard heater, fast. And we've got 10 seconds to go. That's on. Okay, we're good. Here we go, folks. Class 142. I know how to drive this one. Listen to this. Oh, yeah. So we're going to stop at Bear Lane. Any jokes there? It's B-A-R-E, not like Grizzly Bear. If anyone's got any little jokes to do there. I'm going too fast already. Fuck that. It's so loud, by the way. Something very Fallout about that scene. Yeah. Well, Fallout famously was set in 1986. Very much a Pat Mustard the Milkman situation. It is a little bit, isn't it? It is a little bit. It must be a convention. Bear Arse Lane. Yeah, okay, sure. Anyone do better than that? Would no, sorry, I'm not asking can anyone do any better than that. I'm asking would anyone like to do any better than that? No? It's a shame. Look at that. Class, what's that? It's an 87. Robert Burns. No one can or will. They can. Whether they will or not is a different matter. Not really up for it. Not really up for it, honestly. I love that. Also, I like the Nermo and Adam saying love the upholstery at the same time. It's nice. Oh, by the way, we'll have to do it, not today, but at some point we'll do it. Do you remember when I did a Train Sim World stream like a couple of weeks ago and we played it for like 7 hours? We did a load of routes, and in the middle of it, when I went to get a break, we did like this like Swiss one, in like the Swiss Alps. I tried that route from the top down. We have to do that route again. It's gorgeous. Oh crap, there's... Shit, there's a red, there's a red. Yeah, I know, mate. Yes! What are the chances of that? Oh my god. Just in time. Okay, we do have to stop it. We have to... Cranky. Okay, off we go. Upholstery bros. Super upholstery bros. When you call me, you can call me Alps. Yeah, okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. That's not bad. Some sheep there, look. If anyone's interested in that. So we're going to take a left here. You can actually see the line here, look. So Morecambe's only there. It's not far away at all. I didn't realise it was that close to Preston, to be quite honest with you. I don't know what this route goes up to. Windermere. We could try that. Oh no, don't go faster, sorry. We could try that. I've probably got the time for it. I don't know what train goes down there though, is the problem. I've not been down there yet. You can call me Alps. It's... Yeah, you know what? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Is this too loud? I know this train is louder than normal. Are the levels a bit all over the place? You can call me Ray. You can call me Jim. For fuck's sake. Right, let's see if I can nail this stop. Just wake some people up there. If they're already in bed. It's at 9:40. Get up. This is Bear Lane, folks. Bear Arse Lane. Really, the best we could do was Bear Arse Lane. I refuse to believe that. I flat out refuse to believe that. Okay, sit here for 30 seconds. Whoa. That's the one. Bear Lane. I assume this is Bear Lane. There's a Mr. Toy. Harrison's. A food store. The 6A bus that's going to High Street. Interesting that the crossing already goes down, even when we're not scheduled to leave for a little while. You can go. You can go in this signal box as well. Check that out. We might have to come back when we're done and look at that. You'll have to remind me, because that's my gem. That's my cup of tea. Next up, Morecambe. Just Bear Lane and Morecambe on this one. Please Bear Lane with me while I think of something better. Yeah, that'll do. Leave her alone. Yeah. Yeah, it works. It's functional. There's a substance to it. Good stuff. This feels like it's too loud. I don't know. Because for some reason I think the audio that you get isn't exactly the same as the audio that I get. I don't quite understand why. But I remember when we were playing Minecraft and like the directional audio was just like all over the place. Sound the functional joke along. Yeah. It doesn't get used often.
We'll shortly be arriving at Solway, where this service ends.
Ooh, that's nice. We're not stopping at Solway though, we're stopping at Morecambe. So, can you say that please?
The next station stop is Solway, where this service ends.
No, it's Morecambe. Do I change this somehow on here? Or... I don't know. Unless the next station stop is Solway and we're just about to go past it here. In which case I'll let them off. don't know if it's been said, but I really enjoy the playlist. Does it take you long to make them? Not really. It sort of depends on what the playlist is. This one was probably the longest one it took me to make because I had to go through and figure out which songs were released in 1986 because for some reason Google is not very helpful in that regard. And kept saying that songs were released in 1986 were actually released in like December 1985, but they charted in 1986, and I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that. It wasn't too difficult, no. There's a Last FM bot on Discord, and I can literally just type in, like it's like / top albums, and then the year. And then it shows me all the albums that I've listened to that came out in that year, and then I just pick the songs from those. So it wasn't too bad. I did only have like, without just picking like a full album, like I could have picked Peter Gabriel's So or something like that, because it's like, it's just from 1986. But I wanted to get one from every artist, so it took a little bit longer than normal, but it wasn't too long. Like I've got like, there's like a Christmas playlist that I've got lined up for when we do a Christmas stream. There's if we do a Christmas stream, there's the Scotland one that I did, which I think it's called Siam. This one's just called 86. There's also Fly, which I was going to do if we did Flight Simulator, and it's all songs that have like flying or like flying themed songs, like Spirit in the Sky and stuff like that. Spirit in the Sky. That kind of thing. Poogle more like, yeah. Good one. You showed him, Joel. Wings whole albums? Well, no, because one thing about the music that I've put in these playlists is it has to be good. So there's no Paul McCartney or anything like that. There we are, folks, Morecambe. But you can also see the Ferris wheel in the background is actually moving as well, which is a nice touch. It's a nice touch. Have they fixed Flight Sim yet? Yeah, I could boot it up like the day after, but I'm not interested in using it as anything other than a glorified Google Earth. We could do a stream where we just look at people's houses, but then you'd all have to dox yourselves on the stream. I'm not sure you want to do. There you go. Just a little short route. It's like 12 minutes. 4 miles. It's nice. So we're going to free roam. We'll have a little bit of a walk around because I quite like this. Let's open this door. Let's open this door. Okay. Let's do that instead. Whatever. So again, you can sort of walk all the way around. It's like a little bit of a locker thing here, look. Frequent day excursions during summer seasons. On a big boat to the Isle of Man. The ladies' lavatory. If you like feeding birds, fucking unreal. The way it does this like thing where that's really low res until you go right up to it. It really annoys me. If you like feeding birds, buy a budgie. Snorbuckle. But the good thing about this one I noticed is that we're in Morecambe. Has anyone ever been to Morecambe before? Coffee, pop, donuts, dinkies. One donut's 30p. You get some halloumi for £1. But we can actually just walk all the way down to the seafront. Which is dead. Am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. It is a bit dead, but it is what it is. But the sea is over there, so I assume we should be going this way. British Rail Morecambe. For some reason, that's what it was called back then. They did not do halloumi and chili jam in 1986. Leopard, I'm going to introduce you something to you called Let's do this as well. There you go. I can't remember how to get to the sea. Where's photo mode? Just let me... Where is the sea? It's like there, isn't it? Is it just a case that we... I don't know where I'm going. It's called a joke, Leopard. And jokes are these things that people do sometimes. I don't know if you're familiar. I'll show you some more examples in a bit. You might not be familiar with them if you've been in this chat for a long time. We don't really do them here. What is the joke? The joke there is that halloumi, they didn't do halloumi and chili jam in 1986. Across the road here? They might be not fucking Morecambe Station. You'll understand that. Look. Got Lobby's Grill. Bap's Barm Cakes, Rolls, Butties. Another joke here, Lep, is that a Barm Cake costs £4 and a Bap costs £1 and a Cob costs £5, despite the fact that they're all synonyms. Do you understand that one, Lep? Do you understand that joke? Is that a joke you understand? That is a joke, yeah. Poolwarts. It's meant to be Woolworths, I assume. And again, a little. I mean, that one's pushing it, I suppose. But you know, you lost him a synonym. Then we got ice cream, waffle, bretzel. And the joke here is that PF would have been the currency that they used in Germany at the time, Leopard, and obviously they don't use that in Morecambe. So there's another little joke there that this is like a German one. Do you get that one, Lep? Do you understand that one? You can go all the way down there. We'll go all the way down there. Oh. That's like SeaWorld, Oceanland even. Sorry, forgive me. You understand that one? Good. I'm glad. Weird little bit of a texture thing going on there, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Let's wait for the joke adjudicator. First one is not a joke. There's still no joke there. The joke there, yeah, it is a joke. The joke is that they wouldn't have had halloumi and chili jam for £1 in 1986 or something. Is that a pickle? The world's tiniest coffee cup. But here you go, look. You can go right out here and just have a look at the ocean. It's nice, isn't it? That's not a joke. It is a joke, Claire. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean it's not a joke. Right. Let's fast travel. Look how far away we are from the fucking train station. Let's fast travel to Windermere, because I've not actually been up here. I don't know what this look. Can you even go? Actually, can you fast travel here? You can't. Weird. Can you fast travel anywhere? Where's this? Kingmore. Oh, you see, yeah, you can fast travel. I can't fast travel to Windermere. Fair enough. Maybe they haven't got it in. I can switch this lever though. That'll cause a problem. You have to understand that halloumi isn't about in 1986 to understand it. Yeah, but it's still a joke. Just because you have to understand something in order for it to be a joke doesn't mean it's not a joke, Lep. By definition, nothing is a joke, because all jokes require some level of understanding about something. Otherwise, a baby would be born and you could tell it a joke and it would immediately laugh. Because it would get it. Is this the pier from the movie Big? I don't know. Was it set in Morecambe? Because if so, then yeah, it probably is. Probably is. It's nice, isn't it? It's good stuff. I like when games don't use invisible walls a lot and let you walk around in a lot of places, and by design as well. Look, there's another mince neck here that we can have. Not enough seagulls, yeah. It's just not enough seagulls, not enough people, but you know, whatever. There are seagulls up there though. Look. All the greats are set in Morecambe. Yeah, I can only imagine. So there you have it, folks. There's Morecambe for you. Good stuff. They did some of Jaws up there. Can't tell if you're joking. I don't understand it, therefore it's not a joke. Using the old leopard logic there. So yeah, there we go. That's the West Coast Main Line. Preston to Carlisle. Came out yesterday. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I think it's really good. A little bit of stuttering and stuff, but yeah. I think that's an Unreal thing more than like a Transit World thing, unfortunately, because you're traveling so fast through so many different areas. It's just loading and unloading things constantly. There might be a fix for it that I'm not familiar with. Oh. This bus isn't stopping for me. Normally they do. It's just slowly pushing me down the road. That's not like really a joke. They could put anything, like Nintendo Wii for sale. Yeah, that would be a joke. What's your problem? Look at this bus. It's like an old on the buses bus. Oh, yeah, you butler. You have to know what a bare arse is, not a joke. Yeah. 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 You're right. Look, Wilkinson. Poolwoods. Whatever that says. Oh. Mr. Walker. Or M. Walker Cleaning Service. John Smith and Son. Harrison's. And then they just sort of repeat themselves since they go down there. Bit of a dead joke. Do you want me to... Seriously, like, would you like me to send them feedback to say that you don't like that joke? You don't get the joke? Please do. Can you put it in Twitch chat? Can you put it in Twitch chat so I can just screenshot it? And and that'll get fed back to them. And I'm putting in no, but in just one message left, so I don't have to like screenshot like 8 different messages that you've put. Just sum it up in one really long, overblown message, so we can all have a laugh at it. And like 1986, they turned the camera away if there's a streak with the football. Also in 2024, they changed the audio. Did they actually? I didn't know that. Didn't know they changed the audio. I live near a place called Horseleap, and on the sign someone graffitied out "Leap." Is horse 4 kilometers a joke? It can't be, because I don't understand it. So you don't hear the crowd laughing and hollering? That's a shame. That's a shame. Make sure you have a fuck ton of typos so they take you seriously, yeah. We'll all have a good laugh at it, Lem. We'll all have a good laugh at it. I'll just sit here and wait until this happens. Should we fast travel somewhere else? We didn't have a good look at Carlisle, did we? So we'll fast travel up there. Fast travel up to Carlisle so you can... that's Kingwood Depot. Carlisle, here we go. It's going to take him like 10 minutes to type this up. I can end the stream by then. The Cumbrian Choppers. So you can come out of here as well, look. Carlisle station. It's gorgeous, isn't it? You can't go any further out than here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's nice. There's also like little a really good job at all the little cafes and stuff that you can go in, I think. I was in, I think it was Carlisle, and they had like a little cafe that you could go in. It had like toilets in and stuff as well. Let. I will put this in the Discord. I will put this in the Discord, and they will well, I don't think the devs of this will be able to see it, but the devs of Train Sim World will be able to see that. I'll just screenshot that. Thanks, Len. Good stuff. Good stuff. You can also, in this, if it's of interest to anyone, you can drive a freight train, but it's like the parcel train. You can do the parcel delivery, like the overnight one. It's pretty good. Also a little shunter in here as well, if that's of interest to anyone. Just a wee little... I don't know how to drive this, but we'll give it a go. With 2 driver's seats. Should we just try this? Scheduled to start at 10:19. Never mind. Never mind. Chrysler. That's gonna make me look bad. That's gonna make me look bad because it's gonna make me look like I think that's serious feedback. Why don't you sign up to the forum? There. Why don't you sign up? I know I asked you to do it, but I thought you were going to spell it properly and... Never mind. Look, hang on. Let me send you the thread. Here you go. If you want to sign up and put it in there. Why don't you sign up to the idiot competition? Could you in? Yeah, good one, Lep. His first post being that tirade would be an automatic ban. It would be... I don't know. I think... The thing is, seriously, Lep, if you actually did that, I don't think you should. People will take it seriously. But it's full of people talking about, like, here we go. I jumped straight in without the manual and was doing pretty well until my wife and daughter came home and distracted me. Must have missed a neutral zone and lost all power. Not really knowing what to do, I left the cab and went for a walk through the 87 engine room. When I got to the other cab door and opened it, I was transported back to the first carriage. Only on the way back to the driving seat. Halloumi in 1986. Was there Halloumi in 1986? I genuinely don't know. I don't think the joke lands. I know you don't think the joke lands. I will say that to them. I'll say, look, I don't think. I'll say, look, someone said that the joke. I say someone. I'm not naming you by username, and I'm not saying like my friend or anything like that. But I will say someone in the chat. I say someone in the chat didn't like the joke about Halloumi. Didn't get it. Doesn't work. All right. Say what you want about me. I will, Lep. I will. Okay. Good. Real good. It's just poor. Fucking hell, Lep. It's a tiny little Easter egg. That it's not an Easter egg. It's a fucking stall. And don't. It's a little Easter egg. Yeah, I don't think he understands. It's... Never mind. Lep, the joke. No. Lep, the joke is that halloumi is currently seen as like one of those like trendy foods that people have. Like halloumi, people didn't really. Halloumi wasn't so popular maybe 10 years ago, and chili jam, yeah. It's like they could have said, I don't know. It's one of those foods, isn't it? It's like they could have said avocado toast, or they could have said quinoa, or something like that. But they've specifically picked halloumi and chili jam because they have. It's hipster food you get in London for 12 quid in Shoreditch. Put it in Morecambe in 1986. Yeah, exactly. Avocado toast work. Leopard. Avocado toast would work the same because it's the same joke. You are just replacing one food with another. In fact, avocado toast would work less because you wouldn't typically get avocado toast from a little food truck, would you? It wouldn't work as well. Unless you were going for that angle on the joke, but that's a whole separate thing. The thing is, you can get halloumi in food trucks in 2024. But like Joel says, it's the sort of thing you get in a stupid one in Shoreditch for 12 quid, as opposed to Morecambe in 1986. Yeah? You understand? Do I keep this in the VOD? Do I end the VOD like 10 minutes ago, or do I keep this in the VOD? I don't know.